We got this woman named Bonnie Blue, bro. So somebody actually told me, my cousin had asked me to react to this. I was like, who is Bonnie Blue? So she got 1,000 bodies. I'm hearing about she had 1,000 bodies with the woo woo woo. This is a white Caucasian lady. Uh, when I look at a woman, man, like you gotta it's levels to how you look at women. You feel what I'm saying? So some guys look at women in a very sexual way. Some guys look at women in a way of like who they are. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't. My thing is this: it's tricky in life, right? Because it's all about perspective, point of view. So when you're looking at certain people, somebody might look at me like a piece of meat. A woman might look at me like a piece of meat, and then some women also might look at the child, the young man in me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like depending on how you treat yourself, how you respect yourself, you will look at others, right? But when I do look at this woman, you feel me? You can't lie, bro. She do. Let's see.
We decided to do groups to start.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? She got an accent, wooty woo. So like, wooty woo is a slang. You know what I'm saying? It's our thing, Louisiana, right? So if you ever hear anybody say wooty woo, I think that came from a wooty woo woo. I believe that came from us, but they might not have. But back to Bonnie Blue, bro. X-rated stunts, pregnancy, and bullying. I mean, I'm not gonna listen to the other stuff. She got like a hour long interview. I'm gonna look at this little short thing right here, cause this popped up, so it's like 11 minutes. So let's see.
Start with to help with numbers. They had about 40 seconds max before we'd keep swapping. It was like Christmas Day on repeat for me. I loved it. Hi, I'm Bonnie Blue. I slept with over 1,000 men, including probably your husband and your son.
Damn.
As a child,
That she's not she's not connecting anymore, bro. You sleep with 1,000 men, bro. You'll never be able to settle down, bro. And that's facts.
I slept with over
Shit, 50. Sometimes you hope mentally instability is crazy.
1,000 men, including probably your husband and your son. As a child, I was quite confident. I was a dancer, always loved entertaining. Did get picked on a little bit at school and mainly hung around with like much older girls, and the guys I got along with just a lot better than I did the girls. I never even considered myself being an adult star or working in the adult industry, mainly down to confidence, and I didn't enjoy sex how I do now. So the idea of having sex and that much of it was not.
She giving so many little red flags, bro. I ain't even gonna talk about it. All I'm gonna say is she said she had a bad foundation. Something happened, bro. You don't just get in this world and have 1,000 bodies, bro.
Like, it was of zero interest to me. I started by scrolling on TikTok and I kept seeing, I guess my first way into adult work was camming, speaking. But these girls, all different body shapes, types, different backgrounds, saying how they was earning money from speaking to guys on their laptops at any time of the day. And my husband at the time was always been very open in terms of communication. I spoke to him about it straight away, and he probably was listening and watching the TikToks with me. So it wasn't okay, I want to sit you down because I want to, work.
I bet money that she had one of them weird husbands. Of course, he was cool with it. I wouldn't let my wife do that. I'm saying you wouldn't probably let your wife do that. But she got one of them.
In the adult industry. And he was so focused on my happiness. He knew, okay, the options was I go back into recruitment, sitting in an office 9 to 5, or I sit at home and I do camming, and it means I can go to the beach during the day and I have more control over my earnings. So it was never a question of, okay, should I do it? It was okay, when should I start? 2 weeks after that, like, I was earning a lot.
Let me say this, man. People talk about selling their soul in Hollywood. Listen, you'll sell your soul to anything that you don't want to do, but you're doing it for $1, right? So, shout out to One True Talk. If you want to go figure out how we build the right way, go over there. I'll take you through the journey of me transforming out of the 9 to 5 to get into my desired reality, to create it the right way, because you can do that, but you just got to become a specific type of person, because this is how it really works. If you don't do the work yourself, or you don't get somebody to help you do the work to become this version of yourself that can make money as your own entity, it's just like a 9 to 5. You can easily get scammed by somebody who have not made money themselves. It's like that's how this world works. You know what I'm saying? So either you do the work and become the version of yourself or if somebody else will help you, but not a lot of times you'll get scammed from them. A lot of these guys, they don't actually show you how you do it, and that's the process that a lot of people they fail at. But with her situation, she said either go to a 9 to 5 in a cubicle, or I guess do cam girl or whatever the fuck she doing, right? It's like you would look at her and be like, damn, she's selling her soul, but it's like, bro, you doing the same thing. So it's like you got to figure out what version do I need to become in this world and make money, because you can do it, bro. It's possible. It is possible, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work, especially depending on how much where you're at now and where you need to get to. All the beliefs, all of that internally. What do I need to get out? That can take a little minute. But yeah, so I mean, saying people gonna automatically throw hammers at her, but everybody's going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? She just got one nudge up. Even if she making $600,000 a month, I seen a little thumbnail, but while I was scrolling trying to get a short video, said she making 600K a month from seducing students. It's like, okay, bro, she making 600K a month from seducing students. That sounds terribly bad, but bro, that money don't make you happy, and you would never be fulfilled if you're not getting it the right way. So.
A lot of money on camming, like 4 to 5,000 AUD a week. And that was like instantly life-changing for me. So I was like, okay, wow, I can do this as a career. At the time, I was enjoying it, but I'd still say it was 60%
She's salty,
of the money.
man.
And I was like, wow, if I do this, I'm going to be earning money. But you can only be doing camming if you're literally sat there in front of the camera. Whereas if I was to sell videos like OnlyFans, I could be earning money whilst I'm sleeping or whilst I'm at the beach or on a dog walk. So 2 weeks into that, so start of June, I decided to set up OnlyFans. In the last 30 days, I made 1.5 million. I'd like to be earning 5 million a month. But if that ever came at a cost where my pleasure went or my enjoyment went, I would not be chasing it. It's not, the goal is happiness, freedom, and doing what I want to do. But obviously I've got targets along the way. I'm also a businesswoman.
Bro, she ain't gotta like, family. Nigga, if she made that, she gotta invest that shit. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That like somebody selling drugs in the hood. Ain't gonna sell drugs forever. I ain't never sell drugs, but I'm saying, my nigga, like, you get consumed in it so much, you don't know how to invest. If you a business woman, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm not here to judge, bro, cause now I'm in other people's lives and I'm trying to. Nah, I ain't here for that. But I am gonna react to it and get my opinion. You feel me? She says she making $1 million a month. I hope you didn't go buy a Lambo. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you put yourself in a deeper debt, because now you're relying on this money. Like, you buy a Lambo, invest your money first, bro. Invest your money, bro. Boy, we got a lot of shit coming, bro. Feel what I'm saying? That's why I want to help my young niggas out. Feel what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, bro. Like, I'm seeing this and I'm just like, damn. Like, I'm gonna let it go.
And other people. So, yes, I do care about.
She probably did invest. She probably did. I don't know.
Purpose here. I've created the game, basically. I have changed and completely changed the industry, to put it simply. No one was doing what I've done. I started these, stunts, that's what we're going to call them, like back in November, and I've continued to do them every few months. Nothing has changed, no matter what other people are doing in the industry. It's like, I do this because I enjoy it, which is why you always see me so happy and passionate about the work I do. And like, near enough every month I do some sort of stunt, and I'll continue to do that. So when I did the students in the UK, I actually started with a thing called Schoolies in Australia. And that's basically the same as Freshers Week, but just the Australia version. And my inbox was flooded with these schoolies saying, hey, like, I really want to sleep with you and make a video. And at the time I was only making fake content. And when I say fake content, I mean with other adult content creators that are taking perhaps tablets. The videos are over 2 hours long, but are edited into like a 30, 45-minute video where you don't see all the...
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about AI and stuff. I'm like, bro, what if these girls get like some AI shit done to the point where they're not even in the videos, and they get a scan of their body and they start selling that shit, but that's not even really them. Like, bro, people don't understand that. It's crazy.
Stop-start. You don't see where we've struggled to get into a position, or where we've perhaps picked up lube, or we've done different things, which isn't in this, perfect performance of what sometimes adult content looks like. And when all these 18-year-olds was messaging me saying, hey, let's make a video, to start with, I dismissed it. And then I thought, actually, why would I not want to make more realistic content? Because when I'm speaking to my subscribers online and fans, sometimes they're like, oh, well, my body doesn't look like that, or I wouldn't perform like that. And I know if I watch a movie or if I'm watching something online and I can relate to that person a lot more, I'm a lot more connected to it and I enjoy it a lot more. So I was like, that should be the same message in the content I make. So that was where the whole student sort of content came from. And it was one of the best things I've ever started. The biggest petition started, it was over 25,000 signatures in Australia, which then made my visa get taken off me. And the comments was, yeah, she's sleeping with people underage, they're under the influence, they're not consenting. And I'm just reading that thinking, if you think your son of 18-year-olds don't want to sleep with me, then the joke is on you, because they clearly do. They are consenting, and it's more just embarrassing how poorly educated they are, you know, what their kids are getting up to. Because if you're 18, sleeping with an adult worker who's fully tested in a safe environment, that should be the least of their worries. So no, I never thought what I was doing was wrong. It just encouraged me to do it more and sleep with more people to show the benefit it can have. There's been adult content creators sleeping with people dressed up as schoolgirls.
God, bro, she trying to make this shit like it's good. Oh my God, bro. I I remember I was in Atlanta and I had did a video. It was like a 21. It was a dark star picked up. She ended up asking me that I want to make a video. I said, nah. So that door opened, but I never took it because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro. Nah. Cause like me, bro, like I'm very funny. Like I could do something to put on the show, but like I can never fully indulge myself in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got it in me to do anything. You can do anything, but will you submerge yourself in it? Nah. So it's like, you feel me? I'd rather put all my eggs in one, not all my eggs in one basket, but I be putting on the show, being funny is cool, but it's like, dog, at the end of the day, it's like, we talking money, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we're all around money, so I don't know, bro. I thought that was very funny. I thought that was very interesting when that era was here. But you feel me? Like I said, bro, she trying to make this shit sound like it's cool. I mean, man, it's just weird because I feel like if it was the other way around, I feel like it's like a mirror up. You feel me? Because it's like she's encouraged a lot of women to do this. You feel what I'm saying? Which is lowering her. It's just if it was the other way around, it just wouldn't be right, bro. It would be a way more. I would be reacting to this right now. You feel me? They would have took that man. They would have took that man down. That's just how it's always
Since
been.
adult content has started. So I was like,
So what I'm saying is she is making a different type of move because the reason why this woman is so prevalent and more like she's doing with, I don't know if a lot of women been wanting to do this with young men. I don't know. But I know if it was the woman on the other side, bro, it wouldn't be cool, bro. I mean, 18 years old is right under 17, 17, 16, 15. So it's like when you start talking about that, that'll play on a kid's psyche. Because I know for a fact, like me being 21, it took me a little minute to get my mind right, like to get my psyche, to get everything right. Because I thought that 21, you were supposed to have a lot of stuff figured out. And you really are, right? You really are, because your brain really don't fully develop until you're 25 as a man. I think as a woman, it's a little bit more earlier. But I'm saying it took me to 21 to really get my mind straight. You feel me? And really be aware of everything. But even then, it's like the internal work that I've done. I've learned how to, I guess, skip past a little faster. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've been focused on trying to become a better version so much. But 18 years old, bro, like you just now scratching the surface. It's really like when your mama say, bro, you really think you getting wet behind the ear. What up? Nah, still wet behind the ears. You still, you feel what I'm saying? You smelling yourself type shit. That happens at the age of like 13, 12, 11. Sometimes like that, you do something wrong. 18, that's when you really embrace that. You really smelling yourself type shit. You feel what I'm saying? You get kicked out the house, woo woo. So it's like, I think 18, bro. I think a lot of these guys don't know what they want. I didn't know what I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew what I want, but I had to grow into it for sure. But a lot of these guys, 99% of them, they don't know what they want. And if they going towards this, nigga, like, bro, I don't know, man. Like I said, I try not to put my mind on this type of stuff because it's a rabbit hole. You feel me? I don't even want to get caught up in that type of lore. You feel me?
Like, why can't it be the woman that's the older one? Why can't, we always talk about equality and we think should be the same. Okay, well, why can't
I don't
be
want to put
one
myself in her
sleeping
point
with
of view,
a,
basically.
schoolboy instead? Virginities is a hard one to say because some people say they're a virgin to skip the queue, and some say they're not a virgin but they are a virgin because they just want to pretend they've got a few under their belt. But I would definitely say it's like, what was it, into the hundreds, maybe like 300-400.
Obviously I want to talk about the 1,000 men.
Yeah.
Can you just talk me through the day and night?
She's not even there no more, bro. She's not even there no more. Her sense of self has to be gone, bro. Like
Logistics of it, I suppose.
Yeah, surprisingly, it went very, very well because I was concerned at one point I was going to have more staff than people to bonk me. So I was definitely pleased when I realised there was a massive queue 2 hours before. I had security outside of the house. There was security as soon as you come in. There was then a basement, which was like they could wait and have drinks. So we had action. They got told they could wear a ski mask if they wanted
never
to
lie,
hide
bro.
their face. They had to bring ID, sign a consent form. And that's as far
Roman
as the
soulless, bro.
sort of background checks went. We decided to do groups to start with to help with numbers and also give people and I guess an ease in because they're seeing other people. They can also watch while somebody else is taking their turn because a lot of people enjoy that. Then we went on to one-to-one and they had about 40 seconds max before we'd keep swapping. Then we a few hours into that, we went back to groups for a little bit, then back to one-on-ones, and we finished with another big group. So some of them would come in and say, hey, I'm with my friends, can we come in together? And it was just whatever made them feel most comfortable. I had to go for 2 or 3 toilet breaks, and I would the toilet was upstairs, so I'd run upstairs, and I've never ran down the stairs so quickly. I've been so excited to get going again because I'd see all their faces, there's no other way of explaining it other than just pure happiness I got from it.
Yo. Run, nigga. Listen, bro. Run, nigga, run. Son, I'm telling you, bro, I don't even want to let her fight no more, cause that ain't that's a entity. That's not just a woman. That's an entity. That's something in her, bro. Cause she's laughing bro, she's running, bro. You know how much energy she's getting from these penises, bro?
I wanted to stop. And even when it ended, I was happy because it had been the most successful day. Everyone had an amazing time. But I was okay, wow, I want to do that again. I thought it'd be a thing I'd do once and not consider again. And I even joked, I was shall we make this a weekly thing? It was Christmas Day on repeat for me. I loved it. The media and tabloids actually started this rumour saying I was rumoured to be pregnant. And then it sort of went quite viral on TikTok. Everyone was saying Bonnie Blue's pregnant from the 1,000 men. And the news contacted me for comments. And at the time I hadn't seen these TikToks. I was look, I don't know what they're on about. I don't know what they're talking about. And then when I looked into it and I went on TikTok and saw there was, hundreds of TikToks saying I was pregnant, we decided just to reply with no comment. It was we just won't respond. And then a few days had gone past. And I was actually, why don't we use this to our advantage? Why don't I hint the fact I'm pregnant? Because the media is already doing that. Why don't I actually take control from this and feel empowered from it, as opposed to letting the media run with stories which aren't correct? So I then posted a photo of a pickle covered in chocolate and tried silly food combinations, obviously hinting at the fact I was pregnant. And I worded things very cleverly to make it, like I said, hint that I was pregnant, but never once said, hey, I'm pregnant.
That's how she building herself up now.
The from that was, okay, in 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to release a video to say this extra income I've earned and attention I've had from hinting at pregnancy, I'm going to put towards somebody else's IVF journey. Back when I was in a relationship, I actually tried for a few years for a child and I couldn't get pregnant. And it felt embarrassing, which is wrong because it shouldn't be like that. But as a woman, you think, okay, well, other people get pregnant or people get pregnant so easily without trying. And I'm here taking pregnancy tests, I'm doing my ovulation kits, and I'm still not getting pregnant. And it really was like the most lonely time because people don't speak about it. I didn't want to speak to family and friends about it because I felt like I should be going somewhere with
She got that little cat. She got that little soup thing right there that a lot of girls be putting on their face. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want to watch no more. I'm gonna say this. Don't listen to this shit. Cause I mean, like, you gotta know the dangers of what that can do to you, bro. Not 1,000, not 100, bro. 30, 20. It's it's just too much, bro. It's too much, bro. You should be able to count on your hand how many people you slept with. Now, really, on a couple fingers. But I don't know, man. Some people fall into that boat. But 1,000, baby, she must have fell into that boat real soon. She must have fell into that boat real soon. Cause for you to think 1,000 is okay, and she said they was coming in like a squat team, like they was kicking in the door type shit, like open up, and she was smiling, come on in, like yeah, 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 that's dead, bro. Bonnie Blue, man, she doing Ray X stunt, man, practicing bullying. Bonnie Blue's most honest interview. Can't blame women for being honest, but goddamn, like I said, may God be with her, man.